Hello, Matuji, and you're watching Hornbill TV. In a big and important decision, the Supreme Court has said that menstrual health is a basic right and it is directly connected to a girl's right to live with dignity and to get an education. The court was hearing a case that asked for free sanitary pads for schoolgirls and separate toilets for girls in schools. The judges said that something very simple but powerful, that education only works when children can actually attend school. If girls are missing classes just because their schools don't have proper toilets or menstrual hygiene facilities, then education is clearly not equal. The court also pointed out what really happens on the ground. When menstrual hygiene is ignored, many girls start missing school every month, some fall behind in their studies, and many eventually drop out, especially girls from poor families and those with disabilities. The judges said that this kind of menstrual poverty takes away a girl's dignity and unfairly limits her chances in life.
आज एक ऐतिहासिक जजमेंट हुआ है सुप्रीम कोर्ट के द्वारा। जो जजमेंट दिया गया है इसका हम लोग पूरे दिल से स्वागत करते हैं और ये पाथ ब्रेकिंग जजमेंट है। जिस तरीके का जजमेंट आया है, जैसे कि सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि जो मेंस्ट्रुअल हेल्थ है उसको फंडामेंटल राइट डिक्लेयर किया है आर्टिकल 21 के तहत। और साथ ही ये कहा है कि जो गर्ल्स जो टॉयलेट हैं वो मैंडेटरी हों, along with cleaning is यूजेबल कंडीशंस में, वहां पे जो आपके जो नेसेसरी रिक्वायरमेंट है वो होनी चाहिए, वो स्पेसिफिक डायरेक्शन दिए हुए हैं। साथ ये भी बोला है कि 6 से लेके 12, 6वीं से लेके 12वीं तक की क्लास के बच्चों के लिए जो स्टूडेंट है उन सब के लिए फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट सैनिटरी पैड प्रोवाइड कराने की जिम्मेदारी स्टेट की है। इन सब बिंदुओं पे जब सुप्रीम कोर्ट जब डिस्कस कर रहा तो ये सब बिंदु सब स्टेट के लिए भी हैं और इस यूनियन ऑफ इंडिया के लिए भी कंप्लायंस रिपोर्ट मांगी है विद इन 3 मंथ। इस पिटीशन को डॉक्टर जया ठाकुर ने इन सब बिंदुओं को जो प्रेयर हम लोगों ने की हुई थी वो सारी की सारी एक्सेप्ट करते हुए कंप्लायंस रिपोर्ट के लिए विद इन 3 मंथ लगाया। तो दिस इज अ हिस्टोरिकल जजमेंट। खास तौर से जो डिप्राइव सेक्शन ऑफ द सोसाइटी है, जिनको कभी भी इस तरीके की जो सुविधाएं नहीं मिली, जो हम लोगों ने रिसर्च सबमिट की थी जिसमें ये आया था कि हर 10 लेडीज में से 3 औरतों की डेथ हो जाती है इस तरीके की बीमारी से, जो मेंस्ट्रुअल हाइजीन नहीं मेंटेन करने के कारण होती है। इससे हर 10 में से हर तीसरी औरत की डेथ इसी कारण से हो रही है। तो इन सब हम लोगों ने रिसर्च भी सबमिट की थी और ये कोर्ट ने भी ये माना है। इसी कारण से इसको फंडामेंटल राइट डिक्लेयर किया है। दिस इज हिस्टोरिकल जजमेंट।
थैंक यू सर। What directions have come from the Supreme Court regarding menstrual health?
Supreme Court giving a historical verdict today, and they declare the menstrual hygiene is a fundamental right, and also directed the entire all state, including Union of India, sanitary pad must be free of provide the free of cost for the class 6 to 12, and also maintain that directed to all school, private school, aided, unaided school, provide the facilitated toilet, which is everything is just like bath soap, everything is available. Clean toilet is available. Provide the girls' toilet, girls' child. This is a very important verdict given by the Honorable Supreme Court. They are also giving a direction how to dispose of the after using the sanitary pad. They are giving some directions and also seeking the compliance of the Union of India. After 3 months, the matter will be posted, and seeking the compliance report of this implementation of directions.
The Supreme Court said that education is not just about having a school building or teachers. Education means that a child must be able to attend school regularly, safely, and with dignity. The court called the right to education a multiplier right, meaning that when a child gets education, many other rights also become possible, such as the right to equality, health, and a better future. If a girl is forced to stay home during her periods because there is no toilet, water, or sanitary pad in school, her right to education is being violated. The court explained the idea of menstrual poverty, also called period poverty. Menstrual poverty means not being able to afford sanitary pads, not having access to clean toilets or water, not having a safe place to change or dispose of pads, feeling shame or fear because of menstruation. The court noted that because of menstrual poverty, many girls miss several days of school every month, fall behind in studies, eventually drop out of school completely. The Supreme Court ruled that menstrual hygiene is part of the right to life under Article 21. Dignity cannot exist if a girl cannot manage her menstruation safely. Right to education under Article 21A includes all basic needs that allow a child to attend school. This means that menstrual health is not charity or welfare, it is a legal right. To make this right meaningful, the court issued detailed directions to all states and union territories covering every school, government or private, urban or rural. First, toilets and washing facilities. The court directed that every school must have separate toilets for girls and boys. Toilets must have running water for cleaning and flushing. Toilets must ensure privacy with proper doors and locks. Facilities must be accessible for children with disabilities. Every toilet must have hand washing facilities with soap and water. The court pointed out that even today many schools lack water or usable toilets, forcing girls to stay home during the periods. Second, free availability of sanitary napkins. The court ordered that every school must provide free sanitary napkins to girl students. The napkins must be safe and environmentally friendly. Sanitary napkins should be available through vending machines inside toilets or from a designated teacher or school authority. The court said that no girl should miss school because her family cannot afford sanitary pads. Third, menstrual hygiene management, MHM corners. One of the most important directions was the creation of a menstrual hygiene management MHM corners in every school. These MHM corners must have spare sanitary pads, spare innerwear, spare uniforms, disposable bags, other emergency materials. The court recognized that menstruation-related accidents can happen unexpectedly and girls should not feel ashamed or helpless when it happens in school. Fourth, safe disposal of sanitary waste. The court also focused on proper disposal of sanitary waste. It directed that schools must have safe and hygienic systems to dispose of used sanitary pads. Each toilet must have a covered waste bin. Disposal must follow environmental rules. Bins must be cleaned and maintained regularly. This is important not only for hygiene but also for environmental protection. Fifth, awareness and education about menstruation. The Supreme Court made it clear that facilities alone are not enough. Awareness is equally important. It directed that NCERT and SCERT must include lessons on menstruation, puberty, reproductive health, health issues like PCOS and PCOD. Teachers must be trained and sensitized to help menstruating students. The court said that silence and stigma around menstruation create fear and shame, which harms girls mentally and emotionally. In a strong statement, the court said that menstrual health is a shared responsibility. Boys must be educated about menstruation. Male teachers must be sensitized. A lack of awareness among boys can lead to teasing or harassment. Such behavior pushes girls away from school. The court said that when menstruation is discussed openly, it stops being a source of shame and becomes a normal biological fact. To make sure these directions are followed, district education officers, DEOs, must inspect schools at least once a year. Students must be allowed to give anonymous feedbacks. Reports must be documented and shared. Schools violating norms may face derecognition. Government schools will make the state accountable. Child rights commissions will oversee implementation. The court also ordered a continuing mandamus, meaning the court will keep monitoring the issue. The Supreme Court ended by saying this judgment is not just for lawyers or courtrooms. It is meant for girls who feel ashamed to ask for help, teachers who want to help but lack resources, parents who may not understand the impact of silence, society at large. The court sent a strong message. If a girl misses school because of menstruation, the failure is not hers, it is ours. The judgment marks a major step towards dignity, equality and education for every girl child in India. This judgment is more than a set of directions. It is a reminder of who we are as a society. It tells us that progress is not measured by policies alone, but by how we protect the dignity of our children. For every girl who stayed home because she felt ashamed, for every student who silently struggled in a classroom, the Supreme Court has sent a clear message. Your body is not a burden and your education is not optional. These words must now travel beyond courtrooms and files into classrooms, homes and everyday conversations so that no girl ever has to choose between her education and her dignity again. That's all we have for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.